Good evening. We're going to open our February 25th council meeting at 6:32 PM. We are now going to do the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Yep.
Roll call.
Mayor Biassiata,
Here.
Assistant Law Director Granzanetti. Director
Here.
of Finance Frank,
Here.
Councilman at Large Elliott,
Here.
Councilwoman at Large Kelly,
Here.
Councilman at Large Costanzo, Councilman Curriasis,
Here.
Ward 2 Councilman Martin,
Here.
Ward 3 Councilman Snitsky, Ward 4 Councilman Morrow,
Here.
Director of Public Service and Properties Brida,
Here.
Building Commissioner Grassi, City Engineer Gerson.
I'm going to move to excuse Council Pro Temp Costanzo, Councilman Snitsky, and Law Director Moore. Do I have a second? Roll call.
Elliott,
Yes.
Kelly,
Yes.
Curriasis.
Yes.
Martin,
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes.
I'm going to move to amend tonight's agenda and waive the 24-hour rule and add ordinance number 14-2025 as item 8C. Do I have a second?
Morrow, second.
Roll call.
Costanzo. I'm sorry. Elliott,
Yes.
Kelly,
Yes.
Curriasis.
Yes.
Martin,
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes.
We now go to the reading and disposal of the minutes.
Mr. President,
Councilperson Kelly.
having read the minutes of the regular meeting of February 11th, 2025, I find no errors or omissions, and I therefore move to accept the minutes as submitted.
Curriasis, second. Roll call.
Elliott,
Yes.
Kelly,
Yes.
Curriasis.
Yes.
Martin,
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes.
We have no resolutions or condemnation tonight. We now go to reports of committees. Planning, Zoning, and Economic Development last met this evening. Minutes are pending, and the next meeting is March 25th. Public Works last met on February 11th. Minutes are on file with the clerk, and the next meeting is March 11th. We now go to Community Services with Councilperson Kelly.
Thank you, Mr. President. Our last meeting was February 11th. I unfortunately missed that meeting, so I'm not sure if the minutes were submitted. And our next meeting is March, what's the date?
March 11th.
March 11th. Thank you.
We now go to Police and Safety with Councilman Elliott.
Thank you, Mr. President. Last meeting was held February 11th. Minutes are on file with the clerk. The next meeting will be held March 11th.
Thank you. We now go to Parks and Recreation with Councilman Morrow.
Thank you, Mr. President. Our last meeting was tonight. Meeting minutes are pending, and our next meeting will be on March 25th.
Thank you. Rules, Ordinance, and Ethics, Councilman Martin.
Thank you, Council President. Our last meeting was this evening, and the minutes have been submitted. And our next meeting is March 25th.
Thank you. Finance, Civil Service, and Personnel last met this evening. Minutes are pending. Next meeting is March 11th. We have no appointments or confirmations this evening. We have no communications, petitions, or claims. Council open to the audience on legislation only. Hearing none. We now go to the reading of ordinances and resolutions, and we go to the second reading of ordinance number 8-2025.
An ordinance authorizing and directing the mayor to enter into a development agreement on behalf of the city of Seven Hills, Ohio, with LSB Seven Hills LLC, which provides for and relating to the development of a portion of real property located in the city of Seven Hills, Ohio, more particularly described on Exhibit A of the attached agreement, attached hereto and incorporated herein.
We now go to the first reading of ordinance number 13-2025.
Mr. President,
Councilman Morrow.
I move that we suspend the rules of the charter and read ordinance 13-2025 by title only for its first and final reading.
Elliott, second.
Roll call.
Elliott,
Yes.
Kelly,
Yes.
Curriasis.
Yes.
Martin,
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes.
An ordinance authorizing and directing the mayor to enter into an agreement on behalf of the city of Seven Hills, Ohio, with Osborne Engineering of Cleveland, Ohio, for an amount not to exceed $103,580 to provide engineering services for the Hickory Lane Stormwater Basin Project and declaring an emergency.
Is there a further motion?
Mr. President,
Councilman Morrow.
I move to approve the emergency clause found in Section 4 of the ordinance.
Elliott, second.
Roll call?
Elliott?
Yes.
Kelly?
Yes.
Curriasis?
Yes.
Martin?
Yes.
Morrow?
Yes.
Is there a further motion?
Mr. President,
Councilman Morrow.
I move that we pass ordinance 13-2025 as an emergency measure.
Elliott, second.
Roll call?
Elliott?
Yes.
Kelly?
Yes.
Curriasis?
Yes.
Martin?
Yes.
Morrow?
Yes.
Ordinance number 13-2025 has passed. We now go to the first reading of ordinance number 14-2025.
Mr. President,
Councilperson Kelly.
I move to suspend the rules of our charter and read ordinance number 14-2025 by title only for its first and final reading.
Curriasis, second. Roll call?
Elliott?
Yes.
Kelly?
Yes.
Curriasis?
Yes.
Martin?
Yes.
Morrow?
Yes.
An ordinance authorizing and directing the mayor to enter into a community cost share program agreement on behalf of the city of Seven Hills, Ohio, with the Northeast Ohio Regional Sewer District for the purpose of the community cost share account to provide funding to assist the city with district-approved projects, Hickory Lane acquisition and demo project throughout the community cost share program and declaring an emergency.
Is there a further motion?
Mr. President,
Councilperson Kelly.
I move to approve the emergency clause found in section 3 of the ordinance.
Curriasis, second. Roll call?
Elliott?
Yes.
Kelly?
Yes.
Curriasis?
Yes.
Martin?
Yes.
Morrow?
Yes.
Is there a further motion?
Mr. President,
Councilperson Kelly.
I move to pass ordinance 14-2025 as an emergency measure.
Curriasis, second. Roll call?
Elliott?
Yes.
Kelly?
Yes.
Curriasis?
Yes.
Martin?
Yes.
Morrow?
Yes.
Ordinance number 14-2025 has passed. Now, council open to audience for comments. Reports and communications from the mayor.
Hold
slash
on,
city-
Point of
Lucy,
order.
did you have a
Oh.
comment?
Yeah, hi, I'm sorry, I'm late.
You made it in the nick of time.
Hi, I'm Lucy McKernan. Hi, Hillside Road. Just a quick question. I don't know what you just passed, but I was going to ask a question about the development on Rockside. Sorry, crazy day. What was my question? Oh, was there an EIS done? An environmental impact study for the development? Did you just have the second reading? You
Yes.
did? Oh, okay. Well, it's not a third reading, but was there an EIS done? Does anybody know? There was an EIS?
I will let, this is miscellaneous comment.
Ah,
So we didn't know what you were going to ask.
and I'm sorry, I'm
And it's
late.
a 300-page document.
Okay, I'll look through it.
So, no. We'll take it under advisement.
Okay,
And if you give me a reasonable amount of time, I will get you an answer.
thank you very much, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry I'm so late.
Any other comments? Reports and communications from the mayor, safety director?
Thank you, Council President. I'll just be brief. Just want to give an update on the importance of Ordinance 8/2025, otherwise known as Development Agreement. The next milestone is to happen at a Parma School Board meeting on March 6th. On March 6th, they'll be voting on the TIF ordinance that allows for the public improvement of this land. That said, with anticipated and hopeful passage from our partners, the next time we have a council meeting, this will be on for third meeting, and if that passes, we'd be in a place where we can start work on the project. So what I'm asking for the next council meeting, that ordinance 08/2025, add the emergency clause. It'll have been on for a 2-month period of review at that time, and it'll allow work to begin after vote.
Thank you, Mayor. Reports from directors. Director of Finance, Frank.
My report is on file with the clerk. Thank you, President of Council.
Director of Law, Grudenetti.
No report this evening.
Public Service, Brighta.
Yeah, my, my monthly report's on file with the clerk.
Thank you. City Engineer Gerson.
Thank you. My monthly report's on file with the clerk of council.
Thank you. Building Commissioner Grassi.
Thank you, Mr. President. My report's on file with the clerk. Thank you.
Thank you. We will now go to miscellaneous comments, and I'm going to make a floor motion to recommend the percentage of needs to 60% with additional language reflecting in the no event of any building being more than one drive-through to the Planning Commission for their meeting on March 5th or 6th, I believe. It's March 6th, March 5th. Do I have a second?
Elliott, second.
Roll call?
Elliott?
Yes.
Kelly?
Yes.
Curriasis?
Yes.
Martin?
Yes.
Morrow?
Yes.
We now go to miscellaneous comments from council. Councilperson Kelly?
No comment this evening, thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Elliott?
No comment this evening, thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Morrow?
Nothing this evening. Thank you.
Councilman Martin?
Yeah, I have a couple. As you would expect, usually, right? Anyway, time is ticking away, okay? Just in my life in general, I want to say I've been in the elevator industry, my profession, for 41 years, okay? So time is ticking away. And as a lot of you know, out in Phoenix, in January, I was out in Phoenix for work-related items, and I was fortunate to be honored with from the American Mechanical Society of Engineers to be part of their standards committee. So it's an additional commitment to my normal workload. It's kind of a capstone to my, my aspect of my career, and so things will be a little busier for me in the future. But time keeps on ticking as well. I mentioned a couple things to a couple people about it's been 50 years and I got my Eagle Scout Award. TikTok. It's been 50 years. I'm on my AAA card, right? American Automobile card. So I'm getting older, and I guess it all goes together that back in April of 2019, the esteemed Councilman, Mr. Worrell, had to step away from the position. And as such, I was able to have an opportunity to fill his unexpired term, and then COVID happens, and all of a sudden it's 6 years later. Because I had said in the interview to Pat and to Stacy and Tony, who was there at the time, that my goal was to step up and then to step back. And as such, I had no political purpose, beyond here. It was just to be able to serve my community, and only because I brought a few skills, I thought, to the situation. So my wife and I want to tell everyone at the same time, because I know in Seven Hills things can roll around, but I just want to also tell everyone at the same time, I need to prioritize my time. I've got professional obligations and travel in the future as time goes. I intend to fulfill my time here until November, to the end of my term, but I'm not going to seek re-election. So just want you all to be aware of that. And it's been an honor to serve with you guys, and it's been great fun in many cases. And really enjoy. All I know is it's a different community than what I moved into 11 years ago. It's much more fiscally stable.
All right.
It's a much more stable council. It's better management in every aspect of whether it's improvements in police, improvements in fire, improvements in building and roads and et cetera, and building departments. So many things have been covered in the law department as well. And anyway, so I respect and appreciate the efforts of the mayor's office of everything you guys have done. And I appreciate having an opportunity during that time with you guys to be able to support those things and provide the necessary funding for those projects when they popped up. So anyway, thanks for listening. And that's my story.
Thank you, Councilman Martin. I have nothing this evening. I'm going to move to adjourn at 6:46 PM. Do I have a second?
Elliott, second.
Roll call?
Elliott?
Yes.
Kelly?
Yes.
Curriasis?
Yes.
Martin?
Yes.
Morrow?
Yes.
Meeting adjourned.
Got a couple for you.
Caught me way off guard. Caught me off guard. I didn't know what to say.